keeps getting better. Oh my gosh. We have another person coming up. She is a librarian at the Hope Elementary School. She is the Youth Arts co-president. You've seen her before. And she's just an all-around awesome person. And she's the idea behind this. I would like to welcome Liza Walsh. She's running away. Liza. Oh, you're waiting for me. Oh.
All right, well, I was a little nervous about this tonight, but then I realized that I have 2 teenage girls, and this might be the only chance that I get to talk without someone talking back for quite a while. So I sort of, this might be okay. So I'm just going to do a short, little ditty about control in motherhood. Just kidding. Not about control. But I think, we all start out with the idea that we might have just a tiny bit of control. We learn dolls and they just sit there in their high chair and they put a bib on and, nothing happens. You're like, that's great. And then you have this baby and it's very different. And then they talk. And so then your whole world shatters because they say these really kind of inappropriate things in the world and horrify you. And I had one experience when my older daughter was 3. We had a wonderful neighbor who sold her house, and then a not so pleasant neighbor moved in. And then her daughter moved in, and her daughter made the mother look like Pollyanna. It was just this woman, this girl, she was like Dragina. She was just the scariest thing. So one day, Phoebe and I and our dogs are out in this little park, and the daughter comes out, and we're making small talk and just catching up. It's very hot, and Charles, it's hot. And then Phoebe just looks at this girl and says, "My mom, she doesn't like you." And it's kind of a small talk savant. I'm a librarian. We can talk to anybody at any time about any subject. I just couldn't. I just couldn't respond. I was like, yeah, all right, we're gonna move on. So anyway, so you have these awkward moments, and then they go to school, and they have this channel of communication with their teacher that parents have no idea what happens. And I've been a teacher, so I know, and I've heard some really amazing things. And you always wonder, you're like, yeah, that's not true. But maybe it could be true. It's just sort of this no man's land, though, for moms and dads. And my younger daughter went to People Place, which we love that place. And one day after working, I came up to pick up Daphne, and Heather Bowen, the amazing teacher there, said to me, "Oh, Liza, Daphne did such a great job today. She shared that circle." I was so, you're like, oh, good, they're talking, they're, part of a group, they're sharing. Oh, that's great, she's a good kid. And she's like, yeah, she shared, and then I'm thinking, you imagine the circle, and there's all the kids, Place has about 8 parent helpers at all times. Usually the director's in there, and there's 5 teachers, and so there's 35 people. And Daphne just she decided that day that she wanted to share something really special about her parents. And so she said, my mommy and daddy take baths together every night. Every night we take baths together. So Heather, pulled me aside. She said, "That's so nice." That's so. You guys, you must have such a nice marriage. I'm thinking no, I've never taken a bath. I mean, not even when I was 20. No. we do not bathe together. So, it was just a strange little lie. I'm thinking, like, what kind of currency does that give you in the preschool world? Like, my parents bathe together? I don't know. I never quite understood that one from her, but anyhow. So, but I do bathe a lot. I like baths. I like them alone. I like the door locked. I sometimes like to have a glass of wine and a book, and it's really the thing. It's gotten me through a lot of motherhood years, and but even that, these kids, they kind of like, they sort of put a little number on. About 7 years ago, I was picking Phoebe up at the Y, and she was at like swim lessons or something. And you always have to pay for these things, so I'm paying at the desk. And Phoebe was over in the corner. She was reading very intently. She was reading something on the wall, and I'm like, okay, good. She's over there, and I'm sort of enjoying having some adult conversation. Let's talk about, so the pool's getting cleaned again. All right, because I know I have to go home and make dinner, and so I'm like, oh yeah, new tiles. That's awesome. New session. That sounds exciting. So you got some karate. Good, cool. So, and she's still like, she's really looking at this poster, really absorbing it. And then I'm like, and the desk clerk's kind of like, yeah, I got some stuff to do. All right. So I walk over to Phoebe, and I realize that she's been reading a poster about bath salts, which were a real problem at the time. And so I look at it, I'm like, oh, good, a little drug education, it's good, I don't really need to talk about this, like mean streets of Camden, like, she's not gonna really encounter this. But she took it in, and so we're walking out to the car, and she was sort of, unusually quiet, but she never liked the, having the swim cap on, so I just thought maybe it was too tight, and she just didn't feel like talking. That's fine. I didn't need to talk. I had my conversation, and so we get in the car, and she's in the back still at the time. She's still really quiet. So then then I hear like a little sniffle in the back. I'm like, you okay? Did you get some water in your nose? Like, is everything all right? And she's like, Mommy, when are you going to stop using bath salts? And then, that's such an easy one. I'm like, oh, Phoebe, I'm not using bath, and then but I pull over because this is our first drug talk, and it's about me. Drug addict. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take this. She is, she's concerned. So we pull over, and I'm like, Phoebe, no, bath salts are, they're a really bad drug, and I put bath salts in my hat. I don't take them. It's not. And she's looking at me, and she's like, she just doesn't buy it. And then I think back to the poster, and it has this list of all these things that can happen to you when you're on bath salts. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. And I'm going through my head like, oh, depression. Oh, she might be cluing in on that one. Anger. I might be a little angry sometimes. Oh, schizophrenic. Maybe. Acne. I'm going through the list. I'm like, geez, she checked all these. Like, there's no question. Like, yep. Emotional outburst. Check. Split personality. Check. Like, all right. So I guess, according to my daughter, I'm a bath salt addict. But, we just had to leave that moment and just think, what mom at this point is not a bath salt addict? That's all. Thank you.